So Post Malone closed out Coachella week one, Sunday night. Uh, and I saw quite a few posts that was like this one. And it says Post Malone really turned all his classics into country music with a emoji. Coachella 2025. So yeah, Post Malone pretty much is a country artist now. Hey man, that's fine. I got no problem with that. I guess he had a tweet like back in the 2010s before he became a star where he said by the time he's 30, he wants to be a country artist. So he realized his dream. So, which is totally fine. The only problem I have with Post is that he popped up as White Iverson, and there was a lot of White Iverson tweets or posts on X where he kind of countrified like one of his White Iverson songs, and people were remarking like when he first popped up, like Post Malone had braids and gold teeth because he was basically black cosplaying. And I remember like I'm not a Post Malone guy, but I remember like on hip hop and R&B stations, like I remember hearing about White Iverson. I was like, who's White Iverson? And then after that, Post Malone was just all over hip hop and R&B stations. And I guess he always did say that he wasn't a rapper, but the thing is, even though he had this dream of being a country artist, country didn't want him. And the people who really embraced him was the hip hop and R&B folks, it's the rap folks. And again, I'm fine with growth as an artist. I'm totally fine with that. But if you're performing, like if you have fans who are fans of White Iverson or fans of your hip hop tracks, I know he's not that person anymore. I think just as a salute to the fans, your original fans, you should kind of separate it. Like give them some of the hip hop tracks. Maybe not do all of them, but like give them a few hip hop tracks. Like, hey man, these are the people who put me on. Because country music wasn't putting him on, not at all. So it almost feels like he's turned his back on his rap fans, which is like, I understand it that he's in a different place now professionally. I totally understand it. But again, these rap fans put you on, man. And I get it if you take a few of your rap songs and countryfy it. I understand that to a certain extent. But man, you're at Coachella. And I'm sure there's a group of fans that was actually at Coachella that want to kind of hear the White Iverson Post Malone, at least a few songs, you know? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, are you fine with the Post Malone Country Act? Are you fine that he's countrified all his hip hop tracks? Did you at least want at least a few country song? I mean, do you few hip hop songs by Post Malone, or do you say, "No, man, I want that White Iverson. That country stuff is cool, but I want that White Iverson that I supported when he first came up." So, what do you guys think? And what do you think about the first week of Coachella? I guess Meg The Stallion was the opener right before Post, and they cut her mic off. They cut. I guess she went over like a couple of minutes. They cut her off. That's a little rude, right? And then some people actually thought that Meg should have closed week one of Coachella. Post Malone got more hits. Like even though I'm not a big fan of the country stuff, like he has more hits than Megan. So I understood why they got Post closing. But I'll say this: like ever since Gaga, it seems like it was Gaga, and it's been a slow, steady decline since then. Because Green Day was great, like Green Day was wonderful, but the stuff that Gaga did was just top tier. And it seems like every night since it's gone a little bit lower and lower. But what you guys think about week one of Coachella? And are you a fan of country Post Malone, or do you miss White Iverson Post Malone?